another edition of Education Pulse. We appreciate everyone who has tuned in to listen today. A bunch of updates and announcements that we have available for you. And then we have some exciting guests this morning, and some exciting guests who are going to talk about things that are really important to the well-being of our city, but most importantly to the well-being of the young children that we serve and educate here in the city of Philadelphia on a daily basis. Thank you, Evelyn. And this last segment of our show, we want to do a segue from what we just talked about, which was school safety, but particularly to and from schools, to programs that help extend the day and learning opportunities for our young people. And these are many of the after-school programs, because they've become a necessary part of keeping students safe and occupy after-school hours. And so, especially now that many of our young people are getting back into coming to and from school and making sure that they are doing that in the way that is as safe and supportive as possible. So now we have an opportunity to have over 15,000 students enrolled. And during these final minutes of our show, we have one of the site coordinators and a student from one of our after-school programs called Sunrise, which serves families and supports youth who face adversity in discovering their strengths, experiencing success, and preparing for their futures. So I want to welcome South Philadelphia site coordinator, Brianna Morales, and one of our students who is a senior at South Philadelphia High School, Sirron Gordon. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning. Good morning.
So Brianna, we'll start with you. Can you tell us about Sunrise?
Sure. So Sunrise is a nonprofit. We were founded in '99, and we offer academic support and enrichment to students at 7 different sites, primarily in the South Philadelphia area. Of our 7 sites, we only have our 1 high school site, and then the other 6 are all elementary and middle schools. So the only site outside of South Philly is the new SLA Middle School in West Philadelphia. And then in our programs, we run after school and before school care at the elementary school sites. So they have K-3, they are offered care since they start school late. With the bus shortages, the parents are still able to get their kids to school, at an early time for them to be able to go to work, and the kids still make it to school on time. At all of our sites, like I said, we do offer academic support and enrichment. A lot of that includes, doing some arts and crafts with the students. We do a lot of STEM with the students. We work with a bunch of different partners in the city of Philadelphia, such as mural arts. That's one of my favorites that we offer at the high school. And then also we have homework help if the students need it. And this year, we've spent a lot of time focusing on post-secondary options and helping the students explore those options and applying for schools and financial aid and things like that. We noticed that there weren't a lot of resources for some of our students, at their site or at their jobs, things like that. So we made a big focus on that. Outside of all of that, we love to try to focus on some social emotional learning. We realize, of course, you mentioned the gun violence in Philadelphia. It's really important that our students have a safe space to talk about things like that. Yeah. So just to help them be able to talk about those things in a healthy way. And then always offering snacks to the kids. So we work with the food service department for the district, and we get the kids get lunches after school. And at our high school specifically, we offer incentives during the school year through the Philadelphia Youth Network. And those students are then segued into our summer work ready program.
Yeah. No, I appreciate that, Brianna, and thank you for reminding us that while I introduced it as an after-school program, it's also before school as well, and serving a lot of young people. And quite frankly, it extends the day for those young people if, in fact, families need a place for their young people to go. So really appreciate you reminding us of that. So, Sirron, how long have you been in the program, and how has it benefited or supported you?
I've been in the program for 3 years now. I started back in 10th grade. And as far as supporting me, they support me in every way imaginable, with my homework, with classes. If I don't like a teacher, if I'm having issues, I can go to their office and they'll help me out with it.
No, I appreciate that. And why, in your opinion, are programs like Sunrise important?
Because it's a safe space to be at, you know. We got a lot of gun violence in Philly, and majority of our youth, it's really affecting us because we're hitting the crossfire. We're in the middle of it all. So for Sunrise, it's a safe place for us where we don't gotta watch over our back. We get to, you know, just be teenagers for once. We don't have to worry about adult issues. We don't have to worry about getting what time we get home. We don't gotta worry about going to a third-party site away from school because it's in our building. And overall, it's just a nice place to be in. We know we got supportive people in there that help us out. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. And you said you started in the program since when you were in the 10th grade?
Yes.
And what grade are you in now?
Now I'm in 12th.
Now you're in 12th. Fantastic. And so even as a individual who is generally going up in grades, because many people think of before and after school programs just for like younger students. But you're a high school student that started this in the 10th grade and now it's the 12th grade, because to your point, it's teenagers also need safe places to go, and they also want to be teenagers for once, and that's that. So Brianna, that has to make you proud in terms of hearing Sirron talk about the benefit of the program, and I would imagine that's exactly why you and many of the colleagues you work with do this work.
Yeah, definitely. It's funny because my coworker and I, Najla, we were just talking to the students about how we love the fact that when they're in our space, we can see them be kids.
Yeah.
Like, see them throughout the school day, we hear some of their conversations, and it's like, y'all shouldn't have to worry about stuff like this. And then when they come to our program, we see them drawing pictures and painting and, you know, laughing with their friends, and it really makes my heart smile because I'm a family who was affected by gun violence, and you know, being able to see young people not have the same experiences that some people in my family had, it really makes me happy. Like, I really genuinely enjoy the work that we do here and seeing them, you know, be happy and know that they have this safe space.
Yeah, thank you. And so I talked about having 15,000 children in these programs now and programs like these, and we want to expand that even more. Simply for what you just described, Brianna, this is so critically important, and people think, well, you know, students are at school, but then after school or before school, there are also critically important times, any times that young people are, in some cases, segregating and they don't have things to do, or the idle time, if you will. And so just want to thank you once again for these types of programs. And Sirron, I'll end this segment with asking you a question about, like, what are your plans after graduation?
After graduation, I am still thinking about what I want to do, but Miss Najla and Miss Brianna are helping me through it. They're showing me all the options that I have, like letting me know the pros and the cons of each option, which I do appreciate because most of our teachers, they'll just tell you the pros, but they won't tell you the cons. And the fact that they're being honest with us, like letting us know, it like softens the blow a little bit because you already know what to expect. So we do appreciate that. And as far as what I want to do, they're helping me work that out, helping me with all the things that I got. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, I'm glad you have Miss Brianna then, Sirron. I'm glad, and Miss Brianna, thank you so much.
And Miss Brianna, I'm telling you, you should take Sirron with you everywhere.
Right.
Describe your programs. I mean, hearing it from that young man is my
Right. Yeah.
Thank both of you for being on this morning. Once again, it was Brianna, who has been operating Sunrise at South Philadelphia School and her colleagues and at multiple other sites, and Sirron, who is a senior at South Philadelphia. Thank you both for joining us this morning on a Saturday to talk a little bit about the Sunrise at South program, which is an before and after school program that is designed to provide our young people with enrichment activities, but more importantly, to get them into a safe space so that they could talk with other teenagers or young students and adults who can counsel them. So thank you both for being on.